We come to you from South Florida. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And Jay, it's Miami-Dade County. It's the land of D-Wade. It's a place unlike any other.
No doubt about it, Ed. Every time you see the Flash play, it reminds you of greatness. No doubt he's going to show that tonight on the court.
Won by the Los Angeles Clippers. Beverly. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
First one goes down. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Dragic with the basketball. Down by 1. Butler. They'll get it down to Leonard. Slam dunk.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To George. Here comes the screen. It's George for 2 and scores on the step back. Unguardable, Jay. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. To Leonard. Cleans it up. And a put-back slam.
Ooh, establishing the glass early. But the defense has to be better at boxing out.
Butler to bring it up. Down 3. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know, just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
Another follow. Still no good. Dragic with it. He'll run the offense. To Waiters. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Screen coming.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Waiters. Clippers have the basketball. Beverly to Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. George to Beverly. Here comes the screen.
Screen, I got yours.
Second effort. Dragic into the front court. 5-point game. To Butler. To Dragic. Waiters. Oh, emphatic slam. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Kawhi Leonard. Tough matchup against Butler. To Beverly. And a throwdown. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Dragic against George. Down low for Leonard. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Sheer strength to slam it down. He ran right through the gauntlet.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Clippers have it, and he stepped out of bounds, turns the ball over. Out of bounds, last touch by the Heat. Beverly into the front court. Up 5. To Leonard. Myers Leonard with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Dragic to Butler. Here comes the screen. And the finish. Slam dunk.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
George, defended by Myers Leonard. Trying to cash in. Paul George. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
What's that screen?
Knock loose. Clippers have got it. Ah, the monster stuff.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Dragic to Waiters. Jimmy Butler for 2. Jimmy Butler missed his first. That one goes.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard sets him up, throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Dragic to Butler. To Waiters. From the painted area, won't go down. Another follow, no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Here comes the screen. Has a look. Off the mark. Leonard tosses. From the outside, no good. To George. Here comes the screen. George sizing up Butler. Dion Waiters able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Dragic. Goran Dragic. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Leonard. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Butler into the front court. Down 5. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Beverly to Paul George. He'd have the basketball. Clippers have it. Ah, rocking the rim.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Even to Zubats. Pins it. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Nothing going here on that drive. A shot at the buzzer, and he can't connect there. Shot no good. Horn sounds, ending the first quarter of play. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Miami's got it. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Runner here won't go down. Paul George. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Butler matched up with Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. To the basket is Butler, but he can't finish. Paul George to Williams. To George. Has a chance. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Jimmy Butler, 2 of 4 now.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
George to Beverly. Plenty Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
It's the Heat with the possession. Dragic. And the Clippers able to clear the board. Paul George goes to the right side to Paul George. Here's Leonard for two. Not that time. Dragic with the basketball. Right now, down 7. To Butler. Five to shoot for Miami. Trying to cash in. And it's Beverly there to grab the rebound. To George. To Beverly. 5 on the shot clock. Leonard. That's good D. Shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Dragic, tough matchup against George. The drive, right to the basket. Paul George swats it. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Udonis Haslem trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. George over to the right side. To Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Paul George has got 2 shots coming. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Dragic with it. Now down 6. Here comes the screen. Winslow against George. Shot clock winding down to Dragic. Can't connect. Beverly into the front court. Up 6. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
It's LA Clippers ball. Beverly to George. Runner here won't go.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chipper.
Nice pass to get things going.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Paul George. To Beverly. LA with 4 to shoot. George, that's how you defend.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Leonard to George. Throws it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
New blood coming in for both sides. Dragic. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Beverly. Nothing going here on that drive. To Harkless. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Paul George to Beverly from long range. Shot no good. You know Beverly can appreciate good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Short jumper won't go down.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Beverly to Paul George. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Butler to bring it up. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Ah, you've got to get that one to go. Beverly into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Here comes the screen. Butler to Dragic. Butler. Not that time. He missed it. Beverly into the front court. His guys can hold for the final shot. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
James Johnson at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 69% at the line. Free throw, good. A three-point play as they move in front here just before the break. Desperation shot here from half court. Time expires to end the first half. The Clippers are out in front.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Clippers are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaky. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Heat are within striking distance at the half. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. These are the guys getting buckets for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Steals.
The story of this game so far has been the lack of ball security. Neither team can hold on to the ball, and unfortunately, it made the first half kind of tough to watch.
Player of the half.
Paul George has been a defensive force in this matchup. If he's not stealing the ball, he's swatting it. And that combination has made for an incredible half.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Miami with the basketball. Dragic to Butler. Surveys the floor. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Butler for 2. And the rebound taken by the Clippers. Beverly into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Kawhi Leonard. He's 3 for 7.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Dragic. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Beverly into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Leonard. Here comes the screen.
Screen.
To Leonard. LA with 4 to shoot. And strokes it.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
It's the Heat with the possession. Probing the defense to Waiters. Has a look. Not that time. Driving right to the basket. Screen coming. George. Pass stolen by Miami.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Dragic. Dion Waiters. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To George. To Leonard. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Paul George, 4-2. Rebound comes to Miami. To Dragic. Here comes the screen to Waiters. Dragic. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Clippers have the basketball. Probing the defense. It's PG for 2. Knocks it down off the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Butler matched up with Paul George. To Dragic. Here's a chance from long range. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. Leonard to Paul George. Jumper's good.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Butler into the front court. His guys down by 9. To Waiters. Jimmy Butler. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
George. Rebound taken by Olynyk. Butler to bring it up. The margin standing now at 7. Trying to cash in and scores.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George to Leonard. Here comes the screen. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Easy path to the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
LA Clippers with the basketball to George. Take stock of the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. PG lets it fly. Doesn't get the bounce.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Missed a wide open look. Gets it in the right corner. George, wide open look, won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. To Williams. To Paul George. Over to the right side. Williams. The Clippers with 4 to shoot. 24-second violation. Dragic to Waiters. To Dragic. Short jumper off the mark. Williams across the timeline. Lead is 2. To Leonard. For 3. He's got it for 3.
Think about how smart of a play that is, to have the awareness to get behind the three-point line off the step back.
They'll take 3 over 2 any day of the week. Dragic to Waiters. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Knocked loose. It's LA Clippers ball. And look out.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Has a look. Not that time. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Lou Williams trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. The free throw good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. To Waiters. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Beverly into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Pass stolen by Miami. Waiters knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. 3 quarters down. The Clippers have the lead. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. They had the lead coming out of halftime. They were able to extend that lead in the third quarter.
A lot of fans and players get consumed with the big plays, but the coaches love seeing their teams continuing to do the little things. That's how you increase the lead.
Butler. They'll get it down to Leonard. Scores from the post.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Curling inside. Shot from the lane won't go.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Knocked loose. Harrell can't connect. Butler into the front court. The deficit is 6. Nothing going here on that drive. Butler. And scores.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
George to Beverly. Paul George to Leonard. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. He'd have the basketball. Butler. Deep right corner to Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
And Jimmy Butler. The jumper's off the mark. Beverly into the front court. Up by 6. To Williams. Leonard. Fires the 3. Not going down here. Dragic into the front court. He'll run the offense. Down low for Leonard. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game.
The difference is going to be the best player on the court. He's a guy that you have to trust in. He has to get the ball. And sometimes as a coach, you need to let go and let your best players do what they do.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Beverly, they'll get it down to Leonard. Ref has the call. 5 seconds. His back was to the basket. Ball's going the other way. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
They'll get it down low to Harrell. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Finish that. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Beverly. Stuffs it down with authority.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Dragic to Waiters. And scores. Nice move, Jay.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Beverly into the front court. Up 6. To George. Down low for Leonard. Slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Miami's got it. Dragic to Waiters. Dragic. To Leonard. To Paul George. Goes to the right side. Beverly. They have to keep him in their grasp.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Dragic to Waiters. To Dragic. Has a chance. Goran Dragic. Not looking pretty. 3 for 10.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Beverly to George. LA with 4 to shoot. Beverly. Won't go. Dragic with the basketball. His guys down by 9. Nothing going here on that drive. To Waiters. Deep left corner. Jimmy Butler for 2. Step back jumper. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
It's the Heat with the possession. Butler matched up with Paul George. To Dragic. Butler for 2. Not that time. George, defended by Myers Leonard. That is great vision to set it up. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Butler here against Harkless. To Dragic. Waiters here against Harkless. Trying to cash in. Dion Waiters at the line for 2 shots, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Off the mark on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. To Paul George.
Screen on your left. Screen on your left.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one, count it.
It's like practice.
Two for 2 on that trip. We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami. They're down big in this 4th quarter and a chance here to empty their bench. Dragic to Waiters. Butler. It's good.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws.
I like that.
Butler to bring it up. His guy's down 11.
Watch cutters.
A drive through the paint, but his shot misses.
Stop the ball.
It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
The Clippers put together a nice win here today. They were very opportunistic on defense, and it earned them a bunch of steals. Those first turnovers made all of the difference. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Heat couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scorers for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Second chance points.
The Los Angeles Clippers did a fantastic job of closing out on the offensive boards. Even better, they were able to convert those opportunities into second chance points. These guys did an incredible job of being assertive once the ball was in the air.
player of the game.
Paul George was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.